We've spent some time the last few days talking about relationships, particularly love relationships around Valentine's Day. But Ed Jones, Cady Kuhlman are back on the show with Nutrition World this morning, and relationships are kind of your topic too. Is that right?
Yeah, that's our theme for the month at Nutrition World. So we are focusing on relationships from the aspect of food, lifestyle habits, and getting our real energy and vitality back. Because if you think about it, I mean, the relationship we think of most are going to be relationships among other people, right? Or marriages. And we know, we were talking on the way here, that, you know, typically marriages end 50% in divorce. So there is a relationship struggle, as we know. But what we know within our industry is there is a huge struggle with food relationships. And so what we mean by that is, you know, I was looking at Forbes magazine, and they had a statistic that $1 trillion of healthcare money go towards fighting what sugar causes. So what that means is what sugar does within the body, what it sets up for chronic illness, the way it changes our mental state, our brain. $1 trillion a year. Sorry, I don't even know if I said that. So $1 trillion a year. So we're here today to talk about how you don't have to live in unhealthy relationships with food, with laziness, with lack of motivation, with wondering why you can't get up and make a change in the morning, why you can't do better with food. Because it's
your brain.
It is your brain, but you've got to have a plan, and you've got to have foods and the nutrients that catapult you into that plan.
I want to get to whichever of these you want to hit, but you know, people will say now, you feel what you feel. You have to honor what you feel. So if you feel tired, no one's saying that you aren't tired. You're just saying, let's give you the right thing so that you don't have to feel tired.
Absolutely, yeah. I spent my 20s a lot of times thinking, I'm tired, I'll go to bed, I'll sleep more, I'll do this. Absolutely not. Once I had kids, I said, I can't sleep more.
Right.
So what lifestyle changes can I do to create more energy?
So where do you want to start on this beautiful table?
Well, you know, my whole life of 45 years has been built on the philosophy of balancing the body. And you know, Nietzsche, the philosopher, once said something to the effect of, if you're in a prison, your really only option to escape is to realize you're in a prison. When you want foods like carbs and rice and pastas and desserts and cokes, it's not because you need them or want them. You want the taste of them. It's because you're out of balance, you're out of your chemistry. And what we have to do is there's many ways to rebalance it. It does take sometimes enabling yourself with information. You can't just snap your fingers. One is raise your level of protein to at least 1/2 gram per pound of body weight. That's minimum. I weigh 180 pounds. I need 90 grams of protein a day. Cannot do that unless you drink a protein drink for breakfast. Unless you're going to eat eggs every day. Each egg has 6 grams of protein.
Are all three of these protein?
These are protein. Whey protein. These are plant-based protein. One for women that is fantastic tasting called Inspire. I do put psyllium in my protein because, again, my relationship with elimination, which is very important, I need more fiber. So I put this in here, shake it up, and I drink it every day. Then we're talking about relationship to stress.
That's a big one.
Things like cortisol, which are made in your adrenal glands. Anytime you don't sleep enough, you push yourself too much, it's going to cause muscle wasting, weight gain probably, and many other things we don't want, anxiety triggering. So we do things like ashwagandha, or we do herbs that can help balance that. Next, we have a relationship with electrolytes. Anytime that you don't have enough sodium, potassium in the right balance, that is an electrical connection that is being disconnected. And when you do things like Relight, this is not like Gatorade. This is 20 times better. You put it in water twice a day. It truly does suffice for that need.
What would make you not have that right balance of electrolytes?
So much, because medications can cause it. We don't drink enough water, and the only way water stays in the body is through the connection with electrolytes. So all these people drinking all this water, I drink plenty of water, but I don't feel hydrated. It's because the electrolytes have to hold the water. Without electrolytes, you don't hold the water. And then we can go down the list. Taking a great multivitamin pack like Life Extension, which has the omega-3s, all the B vitamins to convert food to energy, totally important. And then even back to the gut motility for better elimination. This is a product that for people with food intolerances, let's have a relationship and break up a relationship. Let's have a breakup between the foods that are causing us to have symptoms. That enzyme helps you to digest it while we're trying to figure it out. Lastly, oxalates. It's a whole new category of foods like spinach that have these things that are oxalates that cause pain. This helps get rid of that, because I was under the impression all these foods were healthy. You know what? There's some foods not healthy for me. I found out that almond butter is not healthy for me. Spinach is not healthy for me. It's one of the reasons I had those double hip replacement. Just posted a YouTube video today To 11 minutes, it explains the oxalate theory. So it's very interesting for people who have chronic pain.
Okay, so let me chime in on a couple of things. One, so they brought these things here. It does not mean that these are necessarily going to be your answer.
Exactly.
Because when you go in, you'll talk to them or anybody else there. There's a lot in the store. So tell your story because they'll want to personalize it. Am I right, Katie? As much as possible. The other thing, I wasn't going to go there, but you opened that door. Ed did have hip replacements not long ago.
Double hip replacement, April 27th this year.
You lived in a lot of pain and a lot of frustration for a while because it was unlike you. But you fought to find the answer. And the answer was part medicine and part this. So they're not against anything, they're just pro you.
Exactly, and it was too late to fix my hips with the lifestyle changes.
Right.
If I'd figured out this 15 years ago, I probably could have. It's all right. Blending the two worlds is the magic.
And don't give up. If you have a health condition, don't not fight for yourself. We were having our own personal conversation, but we've all been there. So we can relate to your experience. Here's where you'll find them. Nutrition World on Lee Highway. NutritionW.com is their website. Great, tons of resources. 892-4085 is the phone number. Thanks.
Thank you, Julie, as always.
Ascension Living provides services and amenities to our residents.
It's such a close-knit group. It's so much like family.
Why wouldn't you want to live here too? Come home to Ascension Living.
I got hurt in a car wreck. Give me one good reason why I should call the Insiders.
How about 3 great reasons you should call us?
1, it's